Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Michelin King. We are live in the office, so another packing video because you guys absolutely love them. So first up, we've got Ian. He's went for Seal, which is our limited edition. It's a water-based spray wax. So what that means is products that are water-based are compatible with water. So it means you can use it as a drying aid, but also add protection as you dry. So again, quite a popular product at this time of year. We've got Rinse, which is our spray on, rinse off sealant. So again, a great product for this time of year. Pure, which is our top selling product on the website. It's a paint cleaner. What it does is it cleans up the stuff that other stages don't. So your claying, your de-iron, your iron fallout stuff, your decontamination. What it does is it's made up of different ingredients and it cleans the paint more thoroughly than normal. Next up, we've got the glass cleaner. So what the glass cleaner does, it's a solvent-based glass cleaner rather than aluminium, rather than alcohol. Aluminium glass cleaner would probably be quite good. Give you a nice shine. So it's solvent-based just because we prefer the fact that it's faster acting. It doesn't sit on the glass for too long. And well, not obviously, but a lot of professionals use Michelin King, and what they're after are products that perform very well. Think of it like this. If you know tradespeople, you've got trade-based products, and then you've got products that are available in big box stores. A very simple way of looking at this is trade paint. So if you look at Crown or Dulux, yes, you can buy them out of normal retail stores, but if you actually go to the trade points, so to speak, the quality of the paint is much better. So very similar thing. A lot of our products, because we started out supplying professionals, we are offering, I guess in my old industry, we do call them trade-based products. So the big div for that would be something like our Citrus Power. So our Citrus Power can be diluted 10-1. So most of the products that we offer that are water-based are full strength, so they're not diluted. So that you can get quite a lot out of just one bottle. Next up, we have Titan as well. So Titan's a fantastic product. It's a Shokar sealant. It's a cream version, so again, very good. So that will leave today, and it will be with the customer tomorrow. The spray heads have arrived, guys. So anyone that's been waiting on stuff that needs spray heads, Carl, you've been very patient again. You've just got a spray head to add to this order, and it's ready to go. What else have we got? I'm just going to seal this up, guys. There we go, nice and secure. And then Carl Wall. And I'll just get the shipping label for that done as well. Righty. So this one here, that's a part order that is waiting on a limited edition wax. So I'll just set that to the side. So if you order a wax that's got a plaque, then it just takes a couple of days for the plaque to come in. It just takes a few days. This one here should be just about ready to go. Yeah, so this order is going to Japan. They've ordered a mystery detailing box number 4. That's what this is for. So card detailing mystery box number 4, you get a 200ml wax. In this case, it's Amelia. You get a 50ml wax, and you get 2 liquids. So off the shelf, we've just chosen Snow and MF Wash. Off the shelf, we normally choose safe liquids that we know people will use, rather than maybe a leather dressing or a leather cleaner, because not everyone has leather seats. So we do give it a wee bit of thought. And when it's a mystery box, guys, the stuff is just picked at random. But we do give you an indication of what the value of the box should be. So say for mystery box number 4, we say that you'll get a wax up to the value of £185. In this case, they have, which is Amelia, which is £185. And if you know how well discounted the mystery boxes are, you know that that's a good win. So Cyril, your plaque has arrived in, so that will be ready to go. That's off to France. This chap it's all in Japanese, so I'm not too sure what the name is. Sorry, it's order ending 615. So your plaque has also arrived. We had quite a lot of plaques arrive on Saturday. So that'll be ready to go as well. And then another one, Japan, that's order ending 591, that's Elegance. So the first order, 615, is Serpine. So these are our luxury waxes, so to speak. Only 15 of Serpine available. And that's down to 14 now. They got in the 27th of December. The plaque company, guys, I know a couple of you been waiting. The plaque company just came back into work last week and they had a load of plaques to make for us, so that's arrived there on Saturday. So we'll be able to get that stuff out today. Richard 2 Pure, that will get poured later on today, so it will go out today or tomorrow. And your plaque is in amongst that stuff, I'm sure. Robert, I think we did some of these orders the last time, but I'll just go through them again. So Robert, you ordered lavender. Your plaque should be here today. It's coming special delivery. Richard, again, you'd ordered a solstice December, so your plaque is in amongst this stuff. Declan, you've asked to hold your order till the 15th, but what I'll start to do once I've got through this pile here, I'll just start on yours so that it's packed and ready to go. That's not the pile, this is the pile. We've got some new waxes in here, so again we went through Kyle's. He went for cologne. That's a cologne fragranced show car wax. Prototype, which is an unfragranced traditional Carnauba paste wax. It's really nice. Primal, total opposite, is a sweet blueberry muffin fragrance. Project 21, which there are only 6 available. That's a bright orange colour with a bright orange fragrance, and of course with all the loudness, it's a high gloss wax. Then Jake, we've got your honey. The honey will be made today. There was quite a long list of people waiting on honey just during the Christmas period. So that first batch has went out and the second batch will get made today. Mark, thank you very much for your order. He's come in for 1 litre of Quick Detailer and half a litre of Endurance. So the Quick Detailer is it's in at the back. I won't, because I'll probably hit the microphone when I'm getting the bottle at the back, so I won't do that right now. Endurance is the highest gloss spray sealant that we offer. So if you're looking for something that's very high gloss, then go for that. Obviously, the 45% sale ends today. So it was quite busy yesterday. Just obviously people are in the house on a Sunday and they're mostly back to work on a Monday. So you always find that that's quite busy. David, thank you very much. I know you've been waiting on Diamond Seal, so it's going to get poured at some point today or early tomorrow morning, just depending how quickly we get through the other bits and pieces. Robert has went for Endurance. So again, if you've not got Endurance, so here's 3 products I would definitely go for if you're a bit unsure of what to choose. So Pure, Titan and Endurance. They're 3 products that if you buy, you'll be absolutely amazed, in my opinion, of how good they are. So Titan is a cream sealant. So how it would go is Pure, because you want to remove any old waxes and sealant. So Pure first. Ideally use it with a dual action. Not only is it more efficient, it will also give you a better finish, and it's a more thorough way of applying Pure. A slight trick for Pure is let it dry to a slight haze so that the chemicals totally break down the stuff underneath them. Then just polish it off with a new microfiber, ideally something about a 300 gram, 400 grams, something like that. An Olympian would do. Then you've got Titan, which is just hiding on this shelf down here. So Titan is a cream sealant. Titan is the highest gloss cream sealant that I've ever used. Obviously, before I started Michelin King, I was an avid enthusiast. I had lots and lots of different products, and still to this day, I've never found anything that's as easy to apply and that gives as good a finish as Titan. So we're very lucky to have that in our range. And then last but not least, Endurance. Again, same thing. I've never found anything that sprays that's as high gloss as this. Really, Honey would be a comparison. It won't last. Endurance won't last as long as a paste-based wax. Spray products, unless they've got SiO2 or some kind of graphene or whatever in them, they typically, with the Michelin King wax, they will struggle to give you the longevity that a paste wax gives you. Again, unless there's some kind of synthetic boost or artificial boost in there. That goes for our waxes. Our waxes are made in Scotland, and most of our waxes will give you 2 to 3 months as a minimum. Obviously, just the main thing is be careful what you wash your car with. Don't use loads of alkaline-based products, because alkaline is just simply a degreaser. So degreasers absolutely love to disperse oils, and obviously most waxes and sealants are made up of some kind of oils, whether that's synthetic or natural. So just be careful with the pre-washes. They look fantastic on Instagram, but in real life, well, here's something from me. I'll be honest with you. I very rarely use a pre-wash. Yep, I'll show them on the videos just to demo them and stuff like that. But for my own personal car, and when I'm maybe washing family cars or whatever, I'll very rarely use a alkaline-based pre-wash. Normally what I'll do, snow foam is pH neutral, and unusually I'll use Spa as a pre-wash just to increase the lubricity. I'll pressure wash all the gunk and the muck off first, because your pre-wash will just be wasted. It will just sit above surface, so it won't actually contact the surface. So it will break down the stuff that your pressure washer could remove anyway. So pressure wash it first, especially if it's very grimy and dirty like the cars are just now on the motorway and whatever. Then if you feel you absolutely have to, but I would always say you probably don't. Most people that are buying from us and that are detail enthusiasts, they probably don't need pre-washes, because their cars are in such good shape and they've got plenty of protection on there. Yes, some people say, oh, if you use a pre-wash, it reduces the chance of wash marring. That's true and false, I would say. A lot of wash marring just comes from technique. So it might be a case, as anal as this sounds, it might be a case that you step up to 4 buckets of wash and rinse in the winter versus maybe your 2 in summer. The other thing that you can do is you can actually use your foam gun and put some shampoo through the foam gun as you're washing as well, because most of your wash marring doesn't, yes, it comes from the dirt on the surface, but what actually happens, it's caused by not rinsing your wash mitt off enough. That's the main reason that you can limit. So let's do a full sentence here. So to limit wash marring damage, ensure that you rinse your wash mitt more often than you normally would. The reason behind that is, if you can imagine this is, let's say, the boot. You've got a saloon car and this is a boot. Now, if you've got your wash mitt and the boot's really, really dirty, I would just do one swipe across into the bucket, rinse it off, into the soap, next swipe across. Because, and I know you think, oh, that's really time, well, you might or may not think that's really time consuming, blah, blah, blah. It depends on levels. We've got customers who are extremely cautious about how they wash the car, how often they wash the car. Yes, they're just very cautious about how they do things. I've got other customers who will use our products in a coin-operated wash at Asda or Walmart. So we have a wide variety of customers, and there's no wrong or right, guys. If you're at the coin operated wash and you're not using the brush, and yeah, maybe the shampoo that's coming out there, it's not the best of stuff, but as long as it's making you happy, as long as you feel happy with the level of the wash that you've completed, that's all that matters. It doesn't really matter, you might not have the time to do that. I don't do it all the time either. I don't bring out 4 buckets every time I want to wash the car in winter. It just depends. It can be the mood you're in as well. Sometimes you think, oh, I'll just give it a quick wash, and come the springtime, I'll machine the paint and it'll be fine. Now at the moment, I've got a Lexus or a Toyota. There's Toyota paint, so it's quite soft. So I'm well aware that it will probably get marred more than the car that I had. Well, maybe not. The Jaguar paint was quite soft as well, in fairness. But it'll get more marred than the BMW that I had before that, which is German. It's typically harder paint, but it's also harder to correct. So I'm probably more cautious with that, because it takes much longer to correct the paint. Yes, a lot of people that own BMWs, Mercedes, Audis, they use the dual action. It's far easier to use a rotary. It's much faster, and in my opinion, you do get a much better finish on the paint. You can dual it, and yeah, it looks better. Obviously, you've got microfiber pads that you can put in a dual action, blah blah blah. But if you're just wanting to run with the one style of pad, then invest in a rotary and a dual action. It won't see you going wrong. Just be careful, make sure you've got a paint depth gauge. There are some paints that you need to be careful with. You can easily just split these into South Korean and Japanese paints are typically softer. Obviously, we've got an influx of Chinese cars coming in now. They are also quite soft paint. Italian paint's typically softer, but not as soft as the Japanese stuff. And then you're coming into Germany, especially if you've got ceramic clear, which is used for Mercedes McLaren. That can be really hard to paint. The British stuff, and of course I'm going to say this, I like British paint, even though it's a medium hard to medium soft, depending on the brand and sometimes even the model. I prefer that because I'm not spending 5 or 6 hours machine polishing with a dual action. And you wake up the next morning, you can't feel your hands. So the other wee tip is get some weightlifting gloves that have got gel inside them, and make sure you've got a rubber handle. If you want to use a handle, make sure it's a rubber handle for your dual action machine as well. You can normally get interchangeable ones, because most dual actions aren't a big enough market within the building industry, so they are normally adapted from the body of a grinder. So they've normally got a standard metric, depending on what model you've got. The best thing is probably to take it into someone like Lowe's or Home Depot or B&Q, Toolstation, Screwfix, and just ask them if you can have a few replacement handles and just try them. And the rubber ones, I recently bought a DeWalt machine that came with a plastic handle. I was absolutely shocked at that, considering it is DeWalt and it's supposed to be a kind of premium brand. And the Erbauer, which is I don't know what the American equivalent is to that, so it would be like a Home Depot own brand. The Erbauer machine that I've got has a rubberized handle. So DeWalt, sort that out, because and even the quality of the injection mold of the DeWalt has some really sharp edges on it, which again I was quite surprised at. But again, it's down to manufacturing. DeWalt, a lot of the stuff is made in Czechoslovakia, and now it's moved to China. And as we're aware, not always the best quality that you're getting there. So, which is one of the main reasons that we do our best to source as many products as we can. Obviously, we make the waxes in-house. The liquids are sourced, the majority are sourced out of house, but they are kept within Europe. The States would fall into the same house, I guess, as well. So we try to avoid, because most of the products that we've been offered by Chinese manufacturers, especially cloths and things like that, they do fall quite short, which is why Korean microfiber is quite famous for the quality. So yeah, we do try and avoid bringing in stuff from there. The sad thing is, the sad thing is, the quality is available from China. It's just the quantities that you need to buy in, and it's very price driven as well. So because there are very few luxury or premium brand companies that are specifying to that level. A great example of this is the dual action machine that we used to offer. We were the first company to offer 1,000 watt dual action, just because a 650 and a 750, it's not enough for German paint, or it is enough, it just takes too long, and the vibration. It's really like if you've got a car and you're redlining it the whole time. That's what it's like for these low-powered machines. You're redlining the machine. It's better to have 1,000 watt, and maybe it's an RMS of 12 or 1,300, so you're not redlining, not maximising the machine. The other thing that we specified is we used British bearings, because the metal from that we source here is far superior to metal that comes from Asia. That may have changed, but at the point, traditionally Chinese steel was much softer. It was produced high, and in my opinion, what was going on is that the production was too fast and the steel was too soft, whereas the demand for steel in Britain, although it is high, it's nowhere near as high as it is in China. So they can have a slower, higher quality manufacturing process. But again, there are so many things. There are fine trades people from that area, and we're very fortunate to get in touch in terms of the mechanical engineer, the engineering department that came up with the dual action machine. So again, it's just it's a numbers thing more than anything else. If it's a product that's high quality, that's high volume, then typically the quality will not be as good as if it was maybe a slower process. So Stuart, you have ordered 2 500ml of guard. You went right in here, so you've also went for a Bavaria as well, so well done, and that comes with Pure. So Bavaria's are sort of 6 month protection. William, you come in for Cloak and Pure. So Cloak is a glaze that increases the gloss on your paint. Gary Smith, you've come in for 2 1 litres of Quick Detailer. William, you've come in for 1 litre of Quick Detailer. Mr. Spencer, I see your name quite often, thank you very much. So you've come in for 2 1 litres of Spa, which is on the shelf, and a half litre of Diamond Seal, which is up there as well, I think. James, all the way from Bolton, excuse me, one of British comedian Peter Kay. So always, I think he might be Chorley, but he's close there or thereabouts. So big fan. Peter, if you're watching, keep up the good work. I'm sure he's not, but there we go. Not sure he's into his cars that much, or maybe he is, I don't know. Give us a phone if you are, Peter. Wax Plus, first order with Wax Plus, quite surprising considering the time of year. I'm just going to put this in the bin because that one's, in fact, we'll keep that there because I'll book it in and then put it in the bin. James, what have we got? You've went for Wax Plus, which is our 6 month spray on sealant. So Wax Plus, if you need that level of protection, and it's very, very good. As easy to use as a Quick Detailer, is easy to spray on and buff off. Next up, we've got Rim version 3, which is up there. That is our alkaline based alloy wheel cleaner. It is very good indeed. It's a 10-1 or 15-1 depending on how dirty your alloys are. And then again, another litre of Quick Detailer. Sorry. Lee, from our eBay store, you've went for Strip, which is our Decon shampoo. Again, the time of year, what I would say, guys, is don't use your Decon shampoo all the time. It's only meant to remove your old wax coating. If you do use it, even if your car's really dirty, it doesn't warrant using the Decon shampoo, simply because it will strip anything off that's on there, or it'll, let's phrase that better, Decon shampoo, any Decon shampoo will break down waxes and sealants faster than your normal shampoo. It's very strong stuff. It's a degreasing shampoo essentially. So even though your car will look shiny brand new, a wee bit quicker than if you use the normal shampoo, it will also break down the wax or the sealants faster. So don't use it unless you want to reapply a spray wax or a sealant or a carnauba wax at this time of year, because it will break it down. Bearing in mind the roads are salted at the moment in the UK, so you're already battling that alkalinity on your paint. So just bear that in mind, that your paint already, pretend like your paint already has a strong pre-wash on there. So if you're adding more pre-wash, just bear in mind that it will affect the coatings that might be on the paint, and that goes for most coatings. Most coatings are susceptible to alkaline. Check with your manufacturer to get it, and get it in writing as well, just in case they back out at a later stage and you've got it there for your reference. So let's get this stuff packed. We should get through most of it today, to be fair. There's some more stuff to print off. I just printed off about 10 or 12 just to run through some bits and pieces with you. Hope you have a lovely day, and remember, get onto the website just now because the 45% ends today. Right, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.